What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Welcome to episode 24 of New York Football Talk. We already have 38 people in the chat.
Oh man,
Giovanni Bernardo in the chat was good, my boy. Nice to see you. Have a lot to. Oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about? Listen, of course, I'm going to get right to it. I know people are dying to get into everything that went down this weekend, dying to get into the playoff picks. My boy E, what's going on, man?
I can't complain, man. It's crunch time now. It's the best time of the year. Playoff football. Things are heating up. So what more could we ask for?
I mean, Jared hasn't even introduced himself yet, and it's already going
yo,
down.
what's poppin', man? I mean, listen, this is like Christmas for us, man.
Yeah.
Come early. It's amazing. It's finally here, and this episode in particular, like I've been looking forward to for a long time. It's one of my favorites. So I'm very excited. I'm happy the chat's popping. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight, man.
Yeah, man, we have so much to get into, man. So the first thing to get into, and we're gonna get right into it. Ed, what's up, my guy? Is right here. Why does this keep popping up? Is right here, man. We have successfully completed 2 years of the stage
What's up,
stand
Ed?
We have successfully completed 2 years or our second season of the Sage Standout Game of the Week.
Yeah.
Um,
Salute, Dre.
I appreciate it, man. I mean, how many games did we add? I mean, we had 4, 5. I think we added 4 games this year.
Yeah, it's
Um,
crazy.
it's really, I just want to give a huge thank you all to the players. Um, you know, we've all committed, a good portion of our adult lives to between the media, between the coaches, for you guys, being able to have the best high school experience you could possibly have. Um, being able to not only do a game of the week schedule once, but to run it back and for it to be just as epic, probably even more epic. It's really incredible. And it's really down to the players, thanks to the coaches and all the ADs, the people who agreed to sponsor, to make it happen. Thank you to all the people who became members and, tuned into the member only stream. This stuff takes a lot to put on. And I just really appreciate the support everyone has given us across the football season, man. I think this year has been incredible. Not only the game of the week schedule, getting more eyes on it. I want to salute my boy Jared for all the work that he's done. Getting, he wasn't solely responsible, but pushing for PSAL to get back in Newsday. I think that's something so awesome. And of course, E, all the work you do, covering all of these games and just you joining the podcast this year, being such an incredible addition. So yeah, just huge thanks to everyone. So E, like when you look at this schedule, what's some of your favorite memories from this, man?
From this year, let me zoom in a little bit to refresh my. I thought week 1 was epic, great way to start the year. With Lincoln putting up a fight, making a whole city think like, that this 4A race might be a open race this year, giving us all hope. Week 3, Tottenville versus E-Hall was epic. E-Hall versus Curtis this past weekend. E-Hall, not this past weekend, I'm bugging. Curtis versus Tottenville this past weekend, epic. South Shore, the Lemon Pepper Bowl, epic. It's just week after week after week, just a lot of action and just always something I look forward to. You know, it's crazy because I'm at games with Dre all the time, and I'm on the field, so I can't wait to get to the house to see the other view, so I can actually break down the film and actually, you know, watch the game and really study it with the X's and O's and all that good stuff. So just something, it's great, and I can't wait to see what the future has to hold, man, for sure.
Jared, what's some of your favorite games, favorite memories from the Sage Stand-Up Game of the Week series, man?
Man, I mean, there's a lot of good ones. Like similar to what you was saying, like, there's plenty of times where either, I get caught at work or I couldn't make it out of Long Island, turn on Sage Media. And,
Mhm.
I had everything at my fingertips. So, huge shout out there, man. It was awesome. And yeah, it's one of my favorite things in the football season. But yeah, man, last week was insane. Curtis Tottenville. It was incredible. A phenomenal broadcast, the game, the atmosphere, all that stuff was amazing. I really have to say. And then the beginning of the year, starting off with a bang. Curtis Lincoln was great. The E-Hall Tottenville game, in my opinion, regardless of, Long Island, New York City Catholics, like this was Tottenville E-Hall at the beginning of the year, like is up there for me as the best game in the regular season. Definitely makes a serious argument. And then yeah, and I mean in the second half, South Shore Eagle, my eyes were glued to the TV that day. And
Mhm.
there's a lot of amazing games. Also, it's cool, seeing you get back out to JFK, seeing that atmosphere in the Bronx. So, so many, different levels to all this, and it was amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. Of course. Shout out to
Yeah,
my guy Ray.
yo,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
forgot to say that. Shout out to the commentary. Yup,
Hmm.
you guys definitely do your thing, man.
Yeah, commentary, the chat, like all of it really comes together, and the broadcast is amazing.
Yeah, huge shout out to Ray Jarvis, Greg Polius, Shaq Mitchell. Huge shout out to you guys for all the work that you do. Putting everything together, man. A lot happens behind the scenes to put these games on. I know some people, have been asking for more flex games. Some people I saw somebody say, I wish the Fort
Tech.
Hamilton Brooklyn Tech game could have been a flex game. That's something that we're trying to grow. And we would love to be at as many games as possible. And it can only happen if you guys continue to support the brand. You know, um, this weekend it just wasn't able to be at multiple places at once. Especially with the big game on Friday night. A lot went into preparing for that game. Um, would have loved to have been at JFK South Shore. Would have loved to have been, at Brooklyn Tech and Fort Hamilton. But we can only do so much. But again, just really, really appreciate you guys and all the support for real, for real. Listen, I see the chat going. They're not even paying attention to us. I don't even know if they're even listening to us in the chat, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, they doing their own thing in the chat.
I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever seen us in the chat more disconnected than like right now.
They getting straight to it.
Yeah, they're ready, man. They are ready.
Listen, guys, we're going over the 4A first, okay? So I know the 3A talk is hot, but we'll get into it. We got to cover a few things. The first thing that we have to take a look at, of course, another thank you and another just amazing night for New York City, for Sage Media in general. 1,400. This is a big number, guys. Like a regular season football game. You could compare it to, whoever else you want to compare it to. This is a really, really big number. This is local sports. This is mostly, New York City. But let me tell you something. This game was national. It was only, 10 or 12, but I saw 10 or 12 viewers from Charlotte, from
Fire.
Miami,
Yeah,
from
fire.
everywhere across the East Coast, honestly, from Atlanta, Georgia. It was really, really cool to see that. That just shows you how special of the game this really was. I think the game is over 8,000 views now. And that's just really, really awesome for a regular season game. It had to go one way. Tottenville, congratulations. They were able to cap off their undefeated season. But that is where we're going to pick it up, man, at the epic matchup for the Memorial Trophy between Curtis and Tottenville. And of course, we have to start with the environment. And honestly, I'm going to put E on top because E is a person who played in the PSAL. It's from New York City. So
that was
Jared, I think it's the time for us to just sit and shut up. Because
Definitely.
E, I thought you were going to be in the Bronx, but when I saw you in the stands, I was so happy, man. And bro,
oh man, it was.
Just tell me like what it was like, you know, being an alumni of the PSAL, being from New York City. You know, you've been around football for a long time, been around basketball for a long time. You've seen the different atmospheres comparably. And then to walk into something like that on Friday night and to experience it and to be on the field, just take it away and just talk about it, man.
It kind of exceeded my expectations, which is a good thing. I myself would have got to the game a little earlier if I knew that that was the type of vibe that game was going to bring. It was actually great to see just having the Jets on board, the Jets posting Curtis and Tottenville on their social media handles. You got all types of Jets representatives all over. You got Nike merch. They're giving out Nike merch like it's candy all over the castle. You got what I noticed was so many alumni outside at the game. And that was cool to see. I seen so many Tottenville guys with their varsities on. Um, it was really something that I never seen in NYC football in terms of for football. Basketball, that's a whole different situation. You see things like this for basketball in NYC, but I feel like for the people who've been around, like us three here, who we're kind of seeing the growth and the direction that NYC football is headed in, I think that was a great thing to see. Now, hopefully, we can get that type of energy in maybe a Brooklyn game next year, or like, you know, different locations around the city. But it was a great start. I mean, just a great night for Staten Island in general. I feel like majority of Staten Island was behind that. Just a great night. Great night.
Jared, just, you know, your thoughts. I know you watched it. I know you weren't there, Jared, but just watching it. Apparently, it was trending. I didn't know.
Dude, I mean,
it was trending on what? Was it trending on Twitter? Look at me, sounding old as hell. Like, what was it trending on? Let me know.
I didn't even know that.
There's been videos popping up on my TikTok, man, of just like the stadium and the atmosphere, and honestly, probably was trending on Twitter, but a lot of stuff on Instagram, like a lot of different pages posting about it. And yeah, it was well deserved. It looked absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
It was
electric.
actually
Electric out there. Yeah.
Yeah, someone said it gave down south vibes, and it
Trending on
definitely
X.
it was like, but hey, man, I know that's like the potential that like New York City like football like has with that. So it's that's awesome, man. I was very, very happy to see that.
I'm happy, yo. I gotta pay the bills, man. Yo, the ads are on low. The ads are on low, my brother. Come on. I gotta pay these bills, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
You forget that part, man.
Yeah, listen, you know, to be honest with you, I couldn't really appreciate because I was just like in work mode, you know what I'm saying? Like I got the stream going, like I knew how big of a game was gonna be. But yeah, being someone who has competed across New York City, you know, going up against Cardinal Hayes and Farrell and Fordham Prep and Holy Cross, St. Francis Prep, you know, I was always, you know, an opponent traveling to go play these kind of teams. And now being on the other side of it, kind of being, you know, a part of what's happening in New York City, it's just really incredible. You know, I've been around since about 2016, 2017. And it was hard to find the scores of the game. You know what I'm saying? We're all desperately looking at the PSAL score for the score. And it was hard to find highlights. I knew TYJ before I knew E. You know what I'm saying? Like I see TYJ highlights is all I could really look at. So to go from there to where we were on Friday, and Nike, Jets, Method Man, streamer person at the
Method Man was there.
Method Man was there.
Wow.
What's the guy's name? AJ Green.
AJ Green, yeah.
At the game. There is so much, incredible stuff going on, so, it's something where, me being, very biased for football, I've seen it on, happen for basketball. If you think, New York versus New York and all that kind of stuff. And, you think about it for New York versus New York and all that kind of stuff. And, who have you said New York versus New York? John Morant's been in the park. Jalen Brunson's been in the park. Like, all these people who've been in the park before. And now you see, this starting to happen for New York City and starting to happen for football. It's really, really awesome. So I think that we should really kind of hope that this is the beginning, hey, this is a good idea. There will be signs once Sage Media makes it. We can do more. All these things cost money, but I do like the ideas. It's something I have thought about doing, but it's a little more difficult for basketball. Because basketball is during the week and stuff like that. I'm sure you guys can understand.
Yeah, a lot of weekday games. Yeah.
All right, so Kingdom. No, don't answer him. Don't answer him because he was spamming. I think it's clear that we are in the middle of talking about something, and you're asking him a specific question.
Relax, please.
Well, to get back to the game, though, I spoke with Neville and Gambo on the phone afterwards, and both of them, first thing that was said that I thought was really cool, they were like, one of the most incredible atmospheres they've ever been a part of. Gambo said it was like one of the best high school events he's ever seen in his career. And Neville, first thing was like, Curtis is an iconic place to play, which is true. But he goes like, when you add everything on top of it, plus the rivalry, he was just, they were both kind of like lost for words. It was very cool.
Yeah, like I've never really seen it. I've been to so many championship games in the PSAL, so many big games. That was a catch in that, Curtis.
Yeah, we'll get into it. Trust me.
I've been to so many big games around the city, but just the setup, and I feel like just to even see Nike invest in NYC football the way they did, like we already mentioned, that's a huge step in the right direction. That means that they see something out here which was getting overlooked for how long, which people would always complain about how NYC football doesn't get the respect it deserves. So to see Nike willing to invest in such a big game like that, we're all the way headed in the right direction. Like the city has to understand it from that perspective too.
And if there are people, and maybe some younger people are in the chat, like, yo, these guys have been talking about this atmosphere for like 15 minutes. Why are you guys doing that? It's because people like me and E, Jared's younger than us, but me and E have been around New York City sports since 2006. And E had an older brother. So what are we saying?
We've seen a lot of games, a lot of big games throughout the years, and they haven't got this type of energy. That's what we're trying to say. So
right,
for us to finally get this type of energy, great sign.
If that, shout out! I'm pretty sure this is Ray Jarvis in the chat. Shout out to my guy. It felt like a chip game.
Word.
Oh, I think I know what he's saying. I think I know what he's talking about. Though I might have to have Ray Jarvis come up here, back to send him the link. Nah, chill. But shout out to my guy Ray. Ray, if you're just getting here, we gave you a shout out earlier. People in the chat were giving you a shout out for the commentary. Yeah, and especially because what we had before. We used to be in Yankee Stadium. It used to be at MSG. Then that got taken away. Then it used to be on this, and then it got taken away. And now we now we are, Sage Media kind of was born because, there was a lack of, a live option to watch the games. So you literally have people like me, E, and Jared. You talk about getting out the mud, like low key, we kind of did that, right? Like we really did cut our own lane, for New York City in a way. And to see like now like some national brands getting involved, it really, really was awesome. CJ Murray, this is a very, very good question. And I don't have the graphic here, but I made an asterisk on that for a very important reason. The asterisk was if you have multiple Sage standout games of the week, you are only judged on your first game. So no, that game was not eligible for the $1,000 scholarship. That will be announced probably after the football season. I want to make a video of it and that kind of stuff. So that will be announced. Okay, we are going to talk about the football game, right? Excuse me. But to answer everyone's questions about the brackets, right? Real quick, let me get back on top here, right? To answer everyone's question about the brackets, right? The brackets are re-ranked based off of your rating and your strength of schedule, right? So same thing as last year. South Shore was 8-0 last year. They had the second most power points, but they were the 5 seed in the playoffs. If you guys were fans of the show, this is something that we've been kind of prepping everyone for. And then it actually happened. We actually saw it. So yeah, Sheepshead Bay, they were undefeated, but because they have a lower rating, that is why they are the 6th seed. Now, to address the elephant in the room, right? Sheepshead Bay, for example, has beaten 2 or 3 of the teams that are over them. Eagle Academy has beaten JFK, right? This is not unprecedented in the PSAL. Is it the best system? Listen, I'll come out here and say no, right? If you're going to mix, where the system falls apart is when you mix the ratings, right? A 10 or a 9, let's say, right? When you have 9s playing 10s and those 9s are beating 10s, I don't agree with almost closing your eyes and pretending like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
It is not an easy job, right? I got someone tell me a league that has, was it 14, 28? We're talking over 40 something teams that they have to figure out, right? Probably 50 teams. So yes, it's a system that I do not agree with. I do believe that if you're going to have teams of different ratings playing each other, then it needs to be recalculated because, we had a situation last year where Far Rockaway and Long Island City went to Far Rockaway and beat them. But because they had a lower rating, they literally had to go back to Far Rockaway in the quarterfinals of the playoffs. And how fair is that? It probably isn't. But, the PSAL have a formula. That's what we have. If you ask me, yes, I would probably just go strictly by PowerPoints, but the PowerPoints would be rolling, every win would count differently, but then, everyone has their opinion on it, right? So yes, that is, and as far as the brackets coming out late, that's bad work. There's nothing right? Teams having to, pretty much missing a day of preparation. Listen, we all technically kind of work for the PSAL, but they do have to do better when it comes to that. And I think they know that as well. I don't have anyone on speed dial or anything like that, but I think they know that, they wish they could have been a little more prepared. All right. Did we address it? Let's get into the game. E, your thoughts on Tottenville Curtis?
I feel like it was like we already said it. The game definitely lived up to the hype. Game was a dogfight. Honestly, could have went either way. Um, but I feel like in terms of Curtis, a game that's that close, well, any football game for the matter, the team who makes the less mistakes is obviously going to win that game. But Curtis had two crucial fumbles that I feel like had a lot to do with the outcome of this game. One of them was in the third quarter when Quadir got hurt. Speedy recovery to him. I'm not sure how serious that injury was, but speedy recovery, Mr. Gomez. And then they had a very crucial fumble in the fourth quarter as well. In terms of Tottenville, I feel like Mr. McGuire, he didn't throw the ball well. Neither quarterback threw the ball well this game. But it was good to see McGuire play through injury, come back in the game, and secure that big W for his team. This was the first time this year that the McGuire Constantino duo didn't really have their moments, because every other game this year, those two have been going off. So it was good to see Tottenville, I would say, grind this win out. It was a grinded out win. Things aren't clicking, but we find a way to pull this win out, and that's what championship teams do. It was a lot of positives in this game for both sides. Curtis definitely showed up. A bunch of guys on defense came to play for Curtis. But yeah, very, very big win for Tottenville to finish this year undefeated for them. So,
Jared?
Yeah, man, crazy game. So when I was watching it, Curtis goes up 13-6. And first thing that I'm thinking of, I'm looking back because I've been following Tottenville season very closely. Maybe I think E-Hall had a lead against them early in the season. Maybe. I don't really remember. But
Which game? Sorry.
Tottenville, I said maybe E-Hall had a lead against them, but Tottenville has rarely been trailing.
yeah.
Very, very rarely. It was like maybe the E-Hall game and that was it. And you're down 13-6 in that environment. They haven't been playing their best football, or at least especially McGuire and Constantino. And Nick Constantino takes that kickoff on one hop, and
almost crimped it.
And you just saw the speed. He bursted up the middle, and I was like, wow, man. Like, despite not having, those big catches in the first half or, smoking DBs like he's been doing all year, he makes that play, gets in the red zone, Tyshaw and Bentheim. And that's what great teams do, man. They respond to adversity like that. And they did it quick in that type of environment that no New York City teams had to face that this season. It really feels like you're on the road. Like, this sounds crazy, but you're on the road down south essentially. So it was pretty cool. So I thought that moment really stuck out to me. And both defenses, phenomenal. Jaden Innocent on that final drive.
Yeah.
2 sacks on the final drive, including the one to win it. One thing I found out about him as well, you could check this in my Newsday article. He didn't start playing football till his sophomore year of high school.
Wow.
And they found him in the hallway and developed him, and he's a great athlete. And that's what happened, which was cool, man. And Innocent is a really talented player who showed up on the big stage. Him and Eli Jones, Omar Mendez with a big fumble recovery. The huge thing has just been this Tottenville defense. Really just accompanying this offense, because in years prior, if Tottenville only scores 14 points, they are not winning football games in years prior. This season, they're able to do it against a team like Curtis. It's really crazy, man. So big shout out to them. Tyshawn and Corey getting into the end zone. Justin has just been absolutely phenomenal all season. He didn't have his best game on Friday, but his teammates were there, and that's what matters, man. So big shout out to T-Ville finding a way to get it done. And on the Curtis side of things, that defense, I do not want to face that defense. Yeah, Jared, and someone said Jared had a game. He did.
Yeah, Jared came to play.
He rises to the occasion. He's still one of the best players in New York. It's he's legit. Kashawn Shipman is amazing. They also had the sophomore, man, Kamara. I want to say his name is Armani. Maybe
Ooh, do you know his number?
I gotta look it up. Armani. I'm gonna look. Yeah, I'll look it up and get back to you guys. But he is a sophomore defensive lineman, really, really talented, and this Curtis team, man, just really, really impressive despite falling short, and both teams scoring.
Sorry,
2
I
touchdowns.
thought I found him. Oh, is it number 59? Kamara.
So yeah, I think it's like 5, and like I kind of forget the last number because I had
a
their
couple of
numbers.
what's going on, Sir Curtis? Okay.
Wow, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's
All
a
right.
good
I
problem.
gotta rewatch that. I actually missed that. Man, where to start, man? I have some of these notes. I mean, I don't even know where I want to start. First of all, I'm going to start with the player that you watch back film and you're like, damn, probably should have interviewed that guy too. Number 11, Eli Jones, man.
Yeah, Eli
If you
Jones.
go back and watch that game, wow. I mean, he was all over the field, man. He was all over the field, and it is insane. Like, it's like he was out for the majority of the season, and it's like Curtis just like signed a free agent mid-season, like right before the trade deadline, and he's contributing crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Ready to contribute right out the
NBA trade deadline where they like, dang, if they just get that one player.
Yeah, they got that guy back. Yeah. Yep.
Oh my gosh. I mean, listen, I'll be upfront. You missed half the season. It might be hard to put you on a list, but you deserve to be on the list. I mean, oh my God, this player is just.
Yo, I
Eli
seen
Jones
a
is an
play.
incredible player.
I seen a play though, Dre, right with Eli Jones. He's lined up at left end. He's making a play on the right side of the line of scrimmage for like a 1-yard gain. And he was at left end. Yeah, Eli Jones, man. Yeah, shout out to you. Yep. He's been flying around making plays since he's been back for sure.
All right. Because I'm a man of the people. How do I turn these ads off? Oh my God, I can't.
No,
I don't make that much, but the ads aren't feeding my imaginary children. Oh my gosh,
They gotta hold it down.
I have never heard y'all talk about the ads. We always have ads. But I am a humble man of the people. Customization. Nope, it's not there. Where's the ads?
Oh man.
Okay, monetization off. Y'all want me to eat canned beans for the rest of my life? I feel you. I'm not looking at.
That's ramen noodles and that's
it. More ads than PSL. Damn, loud coming with a bang.
Oh man.
Loud coming in with a bang, man.
Yes, we will give a shout out to Fort Hamilton today. We do have to go over this game for a minute. I only got to my first bullet point. I mean, Eli Jones is just an incredible player. And this is a play that I want to emphasize, right? And a play that people forget. But again, we are here to remind you guys and put context, right? The score is 6-6, right? Or the score was 7-6. And then Curtis scored their second touchdown to make it 13-6. I'm pretty sure Tottenville went. So Curtis scored their first touchdown. Pretty confident Tottenville went 3 and out, and then defense is back on the field. Give up a touchdown, right? If anyone's played football before, you guys know, like, especially the offense goes 3 and out, you got to come back onto the field. You give up a touchdown. You're like, oh, you throw up your hands. Like, here we go. The momentum is all with Curtis. What does Eli Jones do on the extra point? He blocks it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was Eli Jones, too.
Not sink his head. He continues to play football, and he blocks the extra point. What was the final score? 14-13 Tottenville. This is what we talk about, and you guys call us unks, you call us corny, you say we're saying cliches about football and playing every down. Listen, we're just telling you how to win a championship. So, I don't know. We're just telling you how to win a championship. We're giving you examples of players who want to win a championship. We give you examples of players who listen to those cliches, and we show you guys the results. Eli Jones is an example of a player that's dying to win a championship, and you see it from that play. Because at the time, it doesn't feel significant, right? All right, I blocked it, cool, high five somebody, run to the sideline, right? Maybe that block was the jolt of, the jolt of confidence that Tottenville needed. Now their special teams was coming onto the field like, all right, Eli's not down. Like, let's go and play hard, What happens? Boom, Nick Constantino, being the player he is, takes the kickoff 80 yards. Right? So you guys just can't, you got to play every down. And again, just talk about Nick Constantino, and a term I like to use a lot is swimming against the current. Again, doesn't matter if you play football, basketball, lacrosse. We've all been in situations where it's like, everything is going against us. And what now? And it takes a really special player to look that in the eye and say, nah, that's not how it's happening. Right. And only special players can do it. We've seen Justice Murray do it. We've seen I'm naming players, so that's probably going to be wrong. But we've seen Justice Murray do it. We've seen Amir Morrow do it. We've seen Tyshawn Bent do it. We've seen Corey Brown do it. And now we add a Nick Constantino to it. I mean, a play like that in an atmosphere like that is something only special players do. So I put Nick Constantino on the list of a player that can really take over a game and just
absolutely
do things, man.
Absolutely.
As far as, so I'll stay on Tottenville and then I'll go to the Curtis side, or I'll throw it back to you guys. Justin McGuire, again, a championship performance, right? I'm not sure if it was his ankle that hurt him, and in a game like that, he was. I'm not going to say he was a little off, because I want to give credit to the Curtis secondary, Jaden Melendez, Daniel Lewis, Kai Lewis.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was straps. I have to be honest with you. I did think that Tottenville, I said it on air, I thought Tottenville needed to spread it out a little bit. I know Curtis was bringing pressure, but I felt like, Tottenville was almost going man for man. Curtis is bringing 7, they're leaving, 4 out to cover, and Tottenville's only sending out 3 on a route and on a route concept. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like they had somebody over Nick's side. Daniel Lewis was doing a great job on Nick. So I felt like I'm not going to exactly say that, Justin was off, because I do feel like it was a little tough. And I think that I also think it was straps. I think Curtis secondary deserves the credit.
Mm-hmm.
In a game where you don't have your passing game going, to keep your head up, to find moments where you can affect the game. And, he hurts his ankle or his leg, whatever he hurt. And then within 4 minutes, so it was right after the 4-minute warning, Tottenville have the ball, 2nd and 11. Justin rushes for 12 yards. It was really a championship performance. And, and let's not take this for granted. This is the second time Tottenville has pitched a shutout in a second half. They did it against the Eagle Academy team with a high-powered offense, and they did it against a Curtis team in that kind of environment. So, we're going to get into our playoff picks very, very soon. But I think, Tottenville has more than earned this 1 seed, more than earned this undefeated season. And it's just incredible. So I guess I'll throw it to you guys real quick. just talk about Tottenville and their ability to win differently.
I definitely feel like Tottenville, they kind of have like a bend but don't break mentality. Their team, um, they're built to play 4 quarters. That's one thing with this team. Um, their trenches are built for 4 quarters. Like people kept saying in the comments, their front seven has been making plays all year long. Shout out to them guys up front. Defensively, their secondary is underrated in my opinion. Kyle Charles, Nick Acosta. I probably said his name wrong.
No, Nick
My
Acosta.
boy, Nick Acosta. He's flying around. He had a few TFLs against Curtis. Just a very complete team, led by a good coaching staff, which is why they went undefeated and they find a way to pull out those grinded out wins. You know, it takes more than just the players. You know, coach keeps them composed and they're ready for the moment. I feel like Tottenham. So
Yeah, it feels like with Tottenville, I guess it feels like they've like grown up. Like they were
yeah,
really good, last year and the year before that, but just a lot of the players are very similar names. Um, and yeah, it just feels like they're more complete football players. And obviously, when you get a couple new additions because of what happened at More Catholic, plus the experience you already have, it's a very good combination. So you look around the field and it's like, all right, wow, Kyle Charles has become quite the football player. Like he has been really good. You have wide receivers like, Vincent Geller and Gavin Ledwith who have, just developed. And Nick Constantino, he had a breakout year last season and he's like, all right, this kid's on the map. Now it's like, all right, he's not only on the map, he's one of the best wide receivers in the PSAL. So it's like just the development, the growth, it's really impressive and it's showing.
shout out to number 16, like you said though, Jared. I feel like I haven't seen that guy drop a pass. Like every time the ball comes up Vincent Geller's way, it's a good catch in a crucial moment, either for a first down or something like that. So he's kind of like an underrated playmaker for that Pirates offense. So I agree
Yeah.
with that.
And from the Curtis side, let's talk about the missed opportunities, right?
Yeah.
And let's talk about the play that's been all over the internet. I've seen about 3 to 4 Staten Island out, not to call Staten Island, but I've seen about 3 to 4 Staten Island outlets post about this Akai Lewis catch on the sideline.
Sideline?
Yes. So I couldn't see it from my vantage point. Sage Media, we can only do with, we can only work. It's high school sports. Sometimes the fields aren't designed for broadcasting. There was something right in the way. So I couldn't see it. Some people on the field, shout out to all the cameramen on the field. Someone caught a really, really good angle on it. Someone zoomed in and Akai Lewis's foot was on the field.
Oh, wow.
I just want to let everybody know this is not the NFL. We don't have that technology to zoom in like that. Please give the referee grace.
Even if you did, there's no instant replay. So it wouldn't have mattered.
Please give the referees some grace.
Yeah.
Please give them a bit of grace. It was a bang bang play, and it was literally like if it was the NFL, they probably figure it out in about 40 seconds or whatever. But it was close, boy. It was close. And let me tell you guys about something else before. I'm gonna be honest with you, Curtis, and I think and I know Gambo, he's not a coach that you see, no, E, let's just talk about Tone for a second, right? See this comment from Tone. Tone, have you sponsored one Sage Standout Game of the Week, my boy? Have you sponsored one of them?
Them cameras in a bag, boy. Them NFL pylon cameras.
He said non-T-bill, it's the Cowboy. Oh, so you want Ty-bill, you want Coach Devil to foot the bill? That's what you're saying? Yo, shout out to my guy.
Cameras.
Listen, let me guys tell you something. I know Coach Gambo, He's a coach that you're not a multiple PSL champion without being accountable for whatever. It should not have come to that, because before that, and I'm pretty confident I'm correct on this, Vinny missed a Kai Lewis running down the middle of the field, and it should have been a touchdown.
Yeah. Bomb downfield.
Yeah.
That's a throw Vinny wants back. We know Vinny can make that throw. It happens. What happens on the next play? Fumbled handoff.
Oh, yeah.
That was the sequencing. So I understand everybody is highlighting that play. No, if you're talking about 55 on Tottenville, that is Santiago Jr. I don't know 55 on Curtis. I think it's Oscar Santiago Jr. Let me just go confirm that real quick. Whatever. Let me stay focused. So yeah. The it's missed opportunities, right? Yeah, you say the referees might have gotten it wrong. You should have been there. You should have executed. It's a throw you have to make. If you're an elite quarterback, which I believe that Vinny Canzoneri is, and he knows that as well. Good thing he has time to rectify it. So the Curtis team. I think they're going to be a team that's gonna be able to rebound. I think the defense, like I said, the defense is excellent. Jarrett, you were saying Jarrett is one of those players that you have to go back and watch. You have to kind of know football, and then you'll instantly just be like, "Oh my god!" He's like throwing two people into the back.
Yeah. And he lets his teammates eat.
Exactly. And the linebackers are just coming right behind him.
Thank you, 3.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, 3. And
I'll take this tackle now.
Then you got Charles Simmons right through that.
Oh gosh, the game.
We forgot to talk about Charles Simmons. Since you thinking of that, I just heard you say, Dre, how Jared taking on two guys, and then it's like shoot that gap. That's Charles Simmons, man. He had a TFL where he almost killed them. The way he shot through the gap. The way he shot through the gap and made that TFL. Oh my God. And he's playing fullback on offense. Lead blocking. So, Charles Simmons, your efforts don't go unnoticed. Keep balling, K. Up.
Absolutely, man. So listen, it was just such an exciting Friday night. And shout out to all the players. Guys, you have anything to get into? It's 8:04. I'm sure we got 113 in the chat.
Ooh, yeah, let's cook.
Are we ready?
Let's get to the action.
The playoff picks.
Let's get to
all right, let me run an ad real quick. Hold on. Let me run an ad. We will be right back after this commercial break. Deli, what's up, my guy?
Yo,
let's see. Really appreciate you always checking in the chat, man. I always appreciate that, man. My guy Gabe. Man is correct. Man is correct. I know it's a little ghetto, but we gotta do what we gotta do, man. Yeah. Shout out to Kim. If you want to sponsor us, sponsor the live stream. I'm not saying Jared has to go first. It could be Jared. It could be E. It could be myself. But I think it is fair for us to go game by game. Real quick before we go, I do want to give a huge shout out to two programs. I want to give a huge shout out to John F. Kennedy and a huge shout out to Fort Hamilton. Great work to have pride in yourselves. JFK knew what was on the line. They knew that if they could win that game versus South Shore, they'd be in. Grinded that win 36-31, pretty confident. Get back game. Huge congratulations to JFK and huge congratulations to Fort Hamilton and for Perez. About a calendar year ago, the kick went wide left or wide right, whatever it went. And it was a really, really tough loss. When I talked to Coach Perez before the season, he said that, like, yo, a lot of guys took that loss really, really hard, and it was tough. And it has not been an easy season for Hamilton. But to see Aiden Porter and Emmanuel King III like hype in the locker room, I just want to give them major, major flowers for having pride in yourselves, for getting your get back, for being the spoilers and having pride and giving, a great day for that portion of Brooklyn. The third program I do want to shout out is definitely Brooklyn Tech. I know you guys are really, really disappointed to not be on this graphic. And shout out to everyone who ended their season, we've all been there. Every single person in this chat, every single person on this live stream has been there where your season has fallen short. We're not all of us are, I can't think of a player, I guess like Joe Burrow, maybe not even Joe Burrow. I can't think of a player. There've been like a few players who like didn't lose in high school and didn't lose in college. Maybe Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray, yeah.
I was about to say Kyler Murray, low-key might have never lost until he got into the NFL.
Like high school, yeah.
No, he definitely lost because he lost.
He lost in college, but not high school. Not high school.
Yeah. But regardless, it's hard. And listen, I understand that rivals, like let's say if a Fort Hamilton football player wants to do a meme about Brooklyn Tech, like listen, I understand that how it is. But if you're not a football player and you are making a meme of an athlete or a football player that has their season ended, you are a loser. You are a loser. All right. To go, if you want to say, oh, what team? This team didn't win a game. They should have forfeited all their games. And you want to criticize the players that came out every single day. You are a loser.
No, that's
okay. Like, I just want to be very, very certain of that. I will never clown kids, but I will clown losers who are on the internet making fun of athletes who are able to commit themselves for a full season. They're able to put themselves out there in a sport that is so grueling. You lose in football, not only do you lose, but your body hurts. Now you lose in football, somebody slams you on the ground and it's on the freaking internet 100 times. Like none of us can experience it. I don't know.
Yeah, that part of it's crazy.
Because I don't know if the camera's really out like that when you were playing, Jared, but like.
No, I honestly kind of it really started happening like when I got to like after my high school stuff. Like was when cameras really started like popping out where I'm like, oh, these mixes are pretty cool. Like, but I kind of just missed it. Right after COVID is I think when all that stuff started becoming like legit, at least with like lacrosse and Long Island football. That's really when it started happening. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And so I just want to give a huge shout out to Coach Pugh and Brooklyn Tech. Just like I saw somebody say, Mr. Torre in the chat, first year into 4A, and you come one game short of making the playoffs. And that's really something to be applauded. And some people might be like, oh, well, they would have gone to Tottenville and gotten belt anyway. That's not how this works. And that's why you are where you are. And that's why the Brooklyn Tech kids are where they are. Because a whole lot of them boys got hardware. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of them won a championship last year. And it's because of what Coach Pugh is able to lead them with, having pride in yourself and saying, hey, let's go to 100 Luton and see what happens. They fell short, but huge shout out to them. Jared, is anyone else you would like to call a loser? I can make it full screen.
I think you said it perfectly, man.
About to say we addressed the losers already.
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly, this is a very, very good point.
Facts.
Yeah, probably.
They couldn't wait for this day. when we down for real though. Wait for this day.
Yeah, and of course Canarsie. Huge shout out to Canarsie, man. They didn't forfeit one game kept it together. Yeah, they had a tough season, but huge shout out to them.
We going to the 2A, we be all right, but let's get into what we gotta get into.
All right. Here we go. Let's do the first game. Start off light. Tottenville, Port Richmond.
Oh man.
I got Port Richmond. I got Cromwell going for 5 tuds. It's gonna get crazy for Tottenville. No, I'm kidding.
No, I need to laugh.
I definitely got Cromwell having a good game, but yeah, Tottenville is gonna cruise past the Red Raiders, man. Tottenville is definitely gonna cruise past the Red Raiders.
Jared.
Oh man. Yeah, listen, I'm taking Tottenville. I think Port Richmond, I think they score a touchdown or two. I think Cromwell and Zimmerman play well, but I'll take T-Ville here, and yeah, they're moving on to the semis.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, when you watch film of Port Richmond, seeing Cromwell, you actually are Superman. Like he's sitting there playing quarterback.
Literally,
I think he's almost had a game where he's thrown a touchdown, caught a touchdown, and rushed for a touchdown in the same game.
He probably did that already.
If someone has he done that, someone confirm if he's done that before.
He was definitely in the chat.
What his high school career is just incredible. Like in all seriousness, I disagree with you, with you, Tone. I do think that Port Richmond will come into this game fired up. They're not ready to go home and to end their season, but I do think their season will end. Yes, I do. I think that Tottenville is really focused, and I don't see them stubbing their toe here. So let's go Tottenville. Jared, let's get right into the fire, man.
Ooh,
Curtis versus Eagle Academy.
Oh, this isn't even the matchup I thought you were going to. I thought you were talking about the game that'd be a little bit closer. This one, I think Curtis is cruising. And I say that with all love and respect to Eagle Academy. I think they've had an amazing season. The Sliders have been very special. Fantastic offense, but you're running into a defense right now that's incredible. Listen, and I say that like just listen with a lot of respect. You're going to the Castle on a Friday night, man.
Yeah,
I'm taking Curtis by 2 scores. Maybe 3 scores. It's gonna be somewhere in between that range. Yeah, I'm taking Curtis here.
Jerry, you are very funny. Listen, I will get into this one. I'll save E for last. Curtis versus Eagle Academy. Last season, I had a whole thing where I grabbed the hoodie and I put it on. My dresser is actually even closer here. I told you that was a freebie, though. I will pick Curtis in this ball game. I think stylistically, I think Curtis showed me a lot in this Tottenville matchup where I actually think they match up very, very well against Eagle. Their secondary was very, very good. Like I said, Akai Lewis, Daniel Lewis, and someone correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't know that Jaden Melendez played defense.
Oh, he does, man.
I didn't realize that was happening. But yeah, he is like very, very good. So you have 3 players who can kind of have the ability to man up. And then you got to deal with this defensive line. And it's a very bad matchup for Eagle Academy and the style of runner that, Zaza is, to be honest with you. Zaza kind of wants to find a lane, cut, and make something happen, almost like the human joystick, right? But this isn't a great matchup for that. It's more of a matchup for a speed power guy to kind of hit the hole, because as you're trying to cut, right, the way this Curtis team pursues, and it's something that you saw in the South Shore game last year specifically. I remember who was it? I remember Rich Perkins, right? He caught a screen. He made one cut. Somebody missed. He went for the second cut. What?
Oh my God.
Knocked the ball out. You know what I'm saying? So, I think, it's been an incredible season for Eagle Academy. To the Eagle guys like, Andre, shut up. You still got to walk the plank when we see you. Like, let me shoot my bail at least. To beat South Shore, a team you lost to last season, to beat JFK, a team you lost to last season, to not stub your toe against Susan Wagner, a team that you stubbed your toe against last season. It's nothing but a success for Eagle Academy, but I think going to the Castle, getting an upset is a step too far.
Well, actually, sorry, before E just gets in here. So I don't know the stats about Quadir Gomez, right? Because he got hurt, is what you said?
Yeah, he was
correct.
So if he doesn't play, right, it becomes very interesting what Curtis could actually do on offense. And Eagles' defense has gotten better. So that part of it makes it a little more interesting. If he doesn't play, then I think it's closer. But I'm still standing on my own business. Like, Curtis is winning the game. But that portion of it's interesting. So let's all track that when the game happens. Is Mr. Gomez on the football field? That's a huge difference.
Yeah, Will Andrade is definitely a very capable running back. But I will say, I think this matchup is more of a quad air matchup, and quad air on defense is incredible. E.
Yeah, so I have to be the dark horse here. This was a 4A game. Looking at the matchups, I genuinely thought that if Coach Reg can have a good game plan for the offense, get the ball out quick, find a way to get Zai in space in different scenarios. CJ McCracken had himself a game last week against Wagner. I think he's close to healthy. I honestly feel like Eagle has a shot. Now, I know that playing at the Castle, that's a whole different beast. Winning in Staten Island in the playoffs is a whole different beast. I know that. But I feel like Eagle has a better chance than a lot of people are giving them. And when I was thinking about this game, I feel like up front, Eagles D-line is going to have their way with Curtis's offensive line. I'm not really too sold on the offensive line of Curtis. So I got Eagle winning this in a close game.
Wow, man.
I really
Eagle
feel that they
and
can
this actually would
pull
put
this
Eagle
off.
Academy in this bracket, actually.
Yeah, y'all move him over there.
I got the Sliders pulling this off in a close one.
Listen,
I think these playmakers are going to come to play against Curtis. And I like I like Chase. I like Sincere. I like Nate. I like Beatty. I like all of these guys to cause havoc all game defensively for Eagle. I got Eagle shocking the city.
sorry, I wanted to do this before we started getting into this, but I forgot. There was a lot going in. I forgot to read you guys my I didn't have it prepared, but let's just put this away for a second. New York Football Talk and all of the hosts. We would like to say that we are making these picks based off of analytics and what we think about football. It's not because we dislike or like any other team.
Yeah, it's all love.
We actually love all of you players. If we did not love all of you players, we would not commit, let's say, maybe 9 to 10 hours a week just to make sure your auntie in Detroit can watch you play football. So We don't dislike any of you. We are just picking a game. And if we are wrong, you are allowed to troll us because we are grown men. But if you see me in real life, I will not care. I will laugh at you if you try to tell me about a pick. You guys like to?
Yeah, just don't
For
run
fun.
down, guys. Yeah. Yo, TYJ, what you said?
Oh,
Yo,
I can't
Dre,
wait for
who
that.
you picked? Yo, Jared, who did you pick? Like, just chill out on us. It's nothing personal. Words, nothing personal, fellas. Nothing personal, man. We just talking about the sport we all love. That's all.
You can't take this away from me. I'm Team Sage Media, man. I am Team Sage Media. Wow, apparently I'm a South Shore fan. The last time I commentated a South Shore game, where's my gear? Where's my purple gear at? Apparently I'm a South Shore fan for the last time I checked. Yes. So yes, we actually love all of you guys. We are not hating on you. Okay. If you say, oh, you did not believe in us, we believe in all of you. You have to pick one or the other. Who said I'm in navy blue? Yo, my guy Kyle, I know you're not colorblind, my boy. Like, this is black. Does this look navy blue? Oh man. Just want to get that out the way. All right. I'm the only one who hasn't gone first yet, right? All right. Let's go Lincoln JFK. Jared, is this the one you thought I was gonna go to first?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say like, yo, like let's get into the fire because I think this one's kind of interesting.
Me too.
Lincoln JFK. I actually think this stylistically is the second worst matchup, actually. I think that I know there are questions if Borghe's going to play because of, the injury he took. But stylistically, JFK does not match up well against Lincoln. If you guys watched the first game, I understand it was close in the first half for a little bit, but players I've been talking about all season long, Ron Jones, Brian Marseille, can't remember everyone's name off the top of my head, number 13. And who's the other D lineman? I do want to, let me just take a second to go find their names because I don't want to disrespect them. We got
Mr. Pilgrim. Very important piece to that Lincoln D line.
Yeah. Tunde, number 13.
Yeah.
Who's on is it 50?
Number 19 too.
Who's on the D line next to Brian? Oh, Daniel Zephyr. That's his name. Excuse me. There you go. Thank you. That's Ron right there. Yeah. Shout out to him. Man, Daniel Zephyr. I think it's a bad matchup for JFK and what they want to do. But what I will say is that they have been throwing the ball much better. So I think that JFK can definitely make something happen. Just like you're saying, Derek Betances is a tremendous player. And 56 Pilgrim as well is a tremendous player. But yeah, I think stylistically, this is not a good game for JFK. And if you watch the first matchup, when I watch matchups, I kind of try to pull something from the matchup that, the opposing team could have capitalized more on. And I just kind of felt like JFK was kind of in a bad spot against Lincoln's front seven. So I'm going to take the Rail Splitters. Jared?
Yeah, man. So I think this one's interesting. Listen, like the big factor that everyone's thinking is Christian Borghi going to play? That's the major question. Obviously I hope he's healthy, wishing him a speedy recovery. So him being on the field, listen, I know football is a team game. That's your QB1 in high school who can throw the football very, very well and could really change an offense. This is a huge deal if he's not playing. So that obviously, is gonna be a big factor. And Kennedy, they've really found a rhythm. I think regardless of where he's on the field, it will not be 35-8. I think it's gonna be much closer than that. I think, Amadou Samake, Josiah Buford, like these playmakers for Kennedy are going to be big factors. But Ray, I agree with you. The style, it's a little bit tough. I don't know how much Kennedy is going to score. even if Lincoln's offense doesn't completely get going, I think Mekhi Negron, I think Jaden Brooks are just a little bit too talented. And I'll go Lincoln over Kennedy in a game that's a little bit closer, but I think Lincoln's got a little bit too much. Lincoln is home. And yeah, it's a tough place to play on a Friday night.
E?
Yeah, like you guys mentioned, I do feel like Kennedy is gonna give Lincoln some I wouldn't say problems, but I feel like Batances and Hamadou, hope I said his name right. That three-headed duo that Kennedy has with the backs who been giving teams issues all year long. I feel like they're gonna make their plays, but Lincoln just has too much. I think that Lincoln will win this game even without Borhe. To be honest with you, I don't think Borhe is needed in this game, but yeah, I definitely got the rail splitters advancing.
Kasim, that's what football's all about, man.
Love it, man.
That'd be amazing.
Kasim, if this happens, you know what we're gonna do on the next Monday?
I don't even know.
Yeah,
what's that thing? What's that mean? Absolute cinema. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know what.
No. But listen. We will have to stay on that side. We're not gonna re-pick these brackets. That's what, like I said, this is the one time we're picking. You guys ask us to pick games all the time. This is the one time we're picking, and we will have to stand on business.
Lincoln should play that game on a Friday night. I actually can't believe they're playing at noon. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
He said, "Oh, hell no."
Oh man. He said, "I gotta come on the street." See, this is why this does not work. Like, so it's like every time I get something wrong, I gotta put on his shirt, I gotta put on that shirt. Like we not doing all that. But low key, I might have to wear some Port Richmond gear. That would be very crazy.
I'm crying.
James, this is crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, what?
What do you mean though? Port Richmond.
No, that's nuts.
All right. Shout out to my guy Kasim, man. That's my boy in real life. All right, so the final game, who I guess Jared is back to Jared to go first.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
E Hall versus South Shore.
Wow,
man. I think honestly, E Hall's been looking forward to this game for a long time. I think they were pumped when they saw the bracket. They're like, man, finally. We got this game.
Finally, we get our hands on this team.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, I think I got E Hall. I don't think that's really a surprise. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna just be debating the score, asking by how many or whatever. Listen, I think E Hall advances. I also think they're smart, where if it does get out of hand, they're gonna take out their starters. But yeah, I'll take Erasmus here. Not too much to it. I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah,
I'll go next. There's really not much to analyze in this game. Shout out to all the South Shore coaches. This is the worst game, I would say, stylistically. I think this even stylistically even worse than the JFK Lincoln game. I definitely have E Hall in this ball game. E.
Yeah, I think that this one, just E Hall too physical of a team. I feel like for the Vikings, I feel like this one might get out of hand. Yeah, I got E Hall definitely advancing. South Shore is definitely a program that's headed in the right direction. I like what the coaching staff is doing over there and the process and the journey that they're currently on at South Shore. But yeah, E Hall advances for sure.
Also, and Lyle and all them boys are watching. Sage Media Solutions gives you guys permission to use us in this content and any kind of memes that you would like if you pull off the big upset.
Yeah,
Why?
please.
Because we like everyone. So even if you prove us wrong, we still win because we still like you. So we're actually happy for whatever happens. We like everyone because we commit.
Yeah, we really,
You are allowed to use any of this content for memes because we still win. Because whoever wins the championship, we still like you, and we like the team who lost as well. All right, so we're into the semifinals. Is it my turn to go first? I think it is, right? Or is E? No, it's E, right?
I think, yeah.
So E, you have. I'll let you pick which side of the bracket you want. Your bracket's a little different from ours, so that's right, E.
So I'll do the left side of the bracket first. We got okay, so we're gonna have Tottenville versus Eagle.
Real quick, it's going to be Tottenville Eagle because in E scenario, they do reseed in the PSAL in case anyone.
Yeah, they reseed every round. Yeah, this was a game that in the regular season, let's not forget, it was 6-6 at the half. Eagles defense came to play this game. Second half, Tottenville made their adjustments. They separated and they won the game at the nest. But I feel like Eagles headed in the right direction, a program that's definitely on the come up, but I got Tottenville advancing to the big one.
So I'm going to ask E this. So what is different in this matchup compared to the Curtis matchup to you, where you feel like, what is it in the Curtis matchup you see Eagle having an advantage, and what is it in the Tottenville matchup where you feel like they're going to fall short?
Okay, that's a great question. So I feel like Curtis is a team that first of all, I feel like Tottenville is a more complete team for as compared to Curtis. I'll start by saying that. Quarterback play, Tottenville has arguably the best quarterback in the city. So that's going to play a role in a lot of things with the type of football that Maguire is playing. And I feel like defensively in the trenches, Eagle matches up very well against that Curtis offensive line, where that can dictate that game this upcoming what is it, Friday or Saturday they play? I believe Friday night. Whenever they play. But I feel like the Eagle defensive line should have a day against that Curtis offensive line. Whereas if they were to see Tottenville again, I'm not really sure if that'll be the case. And Tottenville is the most complete team in a 4A. So that's the clear-cut difference for me. Curtis is a team that's a very good defensive team, but I have to see more from the Iceman, and this is the time now where he's going to have to make those clutch throws and make certain plays if Curtis is going to do something special in the postseason. So quarterback play is the big difference for me when it comes to Curtis and Tottenville. No shade to the Iceman.
No. Very fair.
Mm-hmm.
I was just curious. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No. Yeah, great question.
What you saw in the matchup. I will move on to Tottenville Lincoln. Lincoln has the tools in this matchup, right? Again, the front seven, I think they can handle Corey and Tyshawn. They did a decent job at it. When I think of their secondary, they have players, Jaden Brooks and 12 and all those kind of things. The issue I have with Abraham Lincoln is, can you avoid the big mistake? Because in this kind of matchup, I think you only have one on the road in a semifinal. In the first matchup, I remember, them giving up the onside kick to start the game, and they were already behind the 8 ball. That's why I'm going Tottenville to make it to the championship. I do think that this Lincoln team has the tools. I think they have the personnel. But just like he said, I think that Justin Maguire is the best quarterback in the league right now. And I think he's going to make just too many plays. And, they have a guy named Tyshawn Ben as well. So, Jared?
Man, so Tottenville, Lincoln. I think this game could honestly get like a little bit weird, a little bit interesting. Like I think Lincoln's defense can stop the run. I also think their DBs are gonna have a better showing the second time around. I don't see Tottenville passing all over them again. They did it once. I don't see them doing it twice. But I will say I think Tottenville's defense is going to be the difference. I think they're going to get a lot of stops, and you can only hold Tottenville for so long. I think Pirates end up scoring. They're going to advance.
All right. So different opponents, but we all have the Pirates in the chip game. Oh, God, it's my turn to go first, isn't it? Dang, I should have. Wait. I know I just went first, right? Did I just go first? No, E went first. Dang.
No, wait.
I think is it my turn? I don't matter.
It's either. I think it's my turn. I don't know. I'll go first, man. Trust me. This one, I'm pumped to go first.
Go ahead, Jared.
All right. Oh, E-Hall Curtis, man. Oh, man. I really hope we get this matchup. Championship rematch. Curtis is playing really well. But listen, Erasmus Hall's offense has been so good. They have been absolutely incredible. I think it's going to be very tough for not only for Curtis to stop them, but also for Curtis to score against them. Listen, man, I'm going E-Hall. I just really like them in this matchup. I think they match up well with them. Yeah, man, E-Hall's advancing.
Jared's championship. I like how that's kind of set up. Is Tottenville versus E-Hall.
Yeah, sadly, it's looking like chalk right now, but E-Hall, Tottenville, they're gonna be the two best teams.
All right. When I think about this matchup, right, I think Curtis secondary played very, very poorly in that first matchup. I think they played very, very poorly. But Amir Morrow, he did play, but he's looking like he's feeling a lot better, right? And my issue with Curtis is I don't believe that they're going to be able to run the ball. I think their defense is going to play much, much better in this game. But with this linebacking core, and I'm not going to freaking name them because I always leave somebody out. Let me try Zaire, Kendall, Brandon Garcia, Nasir Brown. Yes. Got it. I think those guys are too good. I think these guys are the best unit in the PSAL. And I think when it comes to November football, you got to be able to run the ball. And I think it's going to be too hard to run the ball over these guys. So I'll take E-Hall, and it's feeling like 2023 Tottenville E-Hall.
Oh yeah, it's only right for these kids' senior year, in my opinion. But go on, the senior class.
Yeah, I got
E-Hall Lincoln actually. That's actually kind of a lit matchup. Actually.
Yeah, no, fortunately, the Rail Splitters will be starting their their weight training program on Monday. Just E-Hall just a little too much for like you guys mentioned, that they're clicking on offense as well now. Defensively, I don't see any other school hitting like this E-Hall defense. It's like week in, week out. These guys are flying around, bringing pain. So yeah, I got an E-Hall to the chip for sure.
All right.
Damn. This is where it gets hard.
No, we did not talk about it. We didn't talk about a lot of things. It's gonna be a long show. I'll go first. All right. I guess it's the Sage Media podcast, right? Tottenville E-Hall in the championship game. This is the matchup that I thought this was going to be the matchup for a few weeks now, and I've been thinking about this show. I've been talking to both sides, thinking about this pick. So in the chat, let me see the poll. We have 40. Stall the time. In the chat, we have 43% Tottenville, 26% another team, because I didn't want to put the field. It was confusing too many people. 26% another team. So who was the other team that you guys think is going to win the championship? 23% E-Hall, 8% Curtis.
Are you serious?
So
that's really interesting.
Yeah, that's a little crazy. So we're going to do this multiple times, but since all of the hosts have picked this as a championship game, definitely get your take on it. I see Dre using his emojis. Guys in the chat, please keep the conversation to us. I know. It's always the 3A guys, man. It's always the 3A guys getting into something in the chat.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. My heart says one thing, my head says another. What am I going to go with? Let me explain myself, because I'm long-winded and it's a podcast. I have to talk, right? So there are a few keys in this matchup. Number one is Jahsir Harris, the health and status of Jahsir Harris. He did not play in this first game. And I will say it, and I don't think I'm out of line for saying this. The E-Hall secondary was very, very poor at 100 Luton. They were very bad. They did not have a good game at all. And I can't imagine them repeating that. Cannot imagine them repeating that. Amir Morrow did not go in that game at all, but Jair Lewis did a fantastic job. Really put himself on the map, honestly, in that game. My heart says Tottenville, being just a romantic. You know what I'm saying? It's the perfect season. You beat all your rivals. Here is your boogeyman in the championship. You know? I think the two best quarterbacks in this league are Kendu Brown and Justin McGuire. Justin McGuire. I think the best athlete in this league is Justice Murray. I can only imagine E-Hall getting the ball more effectively to Justice Murray. So do I go with my head or do I go with my heart? You know? It all depends on the person you are. Me? I'm a romantic. Give me Tottenville.
Wow, man.
As the 4A champions. I know I gotta see Danny. I know I gotta see Wheeler. But I'm a romantic. I don't know what to tell you. The story's too good.
That would be storybook if they pulled us off.
E-Hall, are you really gonna be the freaking boogeyman? Are you really gonna crush all those people's dreams?
13-0, first time in 20+ years. Ooh. Yeah, it'd be crazy.
E.
This is gonna be epic championship game. Yeah, I'm trying
be the villain.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh man, this can honestly, I really honestly feel like it can go either way. I feel like in terms of, it's almost looking at this situation, I kind of been felt this way. I feel like Tottenville, Jared mentioned something similar earlier in the show where it's like, it almost feels like they gotta complete this mission, like Tottenville, it's like they've been coming up short. Mr. Ben is a senior. And I feel like that's the energy at 100 Luton. It's like this is our year for us to complete this mission, you know. But it's just something about the physicality that Ehall is gonna bring. Just how good they play against Tottenville, Ehall, year in, year out, the type of intensity and the level that the Dutchmen play at whenever they face Tottenville. I got Mr. Morrow having a day in a chip, taking home the MVP. I got I
Wow.
got Ehall, you know.
Talk about
And
it.
don't I got them sneaking a championship, and the reason why I say sneaking a championship is because I kind of feel like that's how it's gonna feel for the city, because I heard so many people for weeks say it's gonna be a Staten Island chip. So I got E Hall winning this championship epically,
Man.
with Amir being the MVP. So just give me my flowers when this happens, and you're gonna say TYJ called it. It's not gonna be Mr. Justice is gonna have a day because he's one of the most elite athletes in our city, but it's gonna be Mr. Morrow who shows up, the Temple commit.
Jared,
Oh
you
man.
gotta break the
I
tie,
was gonna say
Jared.
I'm the
That's that
tiebreaker.
pressure, Jared. Hold on a second, hold on a second,
Man,
hold on a second, hold on a second.
I'm gonna hear about this one for
This one
sure.
gonna put
Yeah,
this
it's
one.
gonna be on top.
Tintin.
Listen, like one of my favorite things about like covering high school sports is like seeing the journey and the story of like programs and certain players. And listen, Tottenville's got a little Hollywood script going on right now with how many times they've been close, how many times they could have, either won it, and the stars they have, they finally, got the missing pieces. Their players have grown up. And then you look at the other side, man, you're going against Erasmus, who they as well, they have their own story. They lost last year. They couldn't, win another title. They have a special senior class coming back where it's like we're about to restore the order. So it's for me, if this championship matchup happens, it's two teams that are like honestly kind of teams of destiny in their own way, which is super interesting. Two of the best running backs that we've seen in the PSAL in a while, or honestly three. You had Corey Brown in there, and you could honestly, Jair Lewis has been amazing. I think it comes down to like literally, I wouldn't be surprised if it really goes if it like goes into overtime or something like that. It's
Yeah.
coming down to like a final possession or something like that. But man, I think Ehol, oh man, both teams have the QB play this year. I think Justice Murray is going to be the difference maker. And we're gonna hear Ehol flood throughout wherever the championship is, if it's at Midwood. And
Yeah.
Erasmus Hall
So
is gonna
I'm the bad
complete
guy.
the get back.
I have to agree with you, Jared.
And it's Tottenville fans, I think it's gonna be heartbreak once again. As much as love and respect I have for them, I think it is.
So it's me. I'm the bad guy, huh?
You might be the best guy ever in some neighborhoods, though, especially if you
Exactly.
win. You might be the Staten Island hero.
Guys, man, it's like oh, I'm actually a Topville fan. No, you see Sage Media over here too. Sage Media over here too. Oh man, I mean, wow. I mean, Jared, who do you have for your MVP? I didn't pick my MVP.
I mean, I'm so high on Justice Murray. It's pretty crazy. Honestly, like I think they also have some pretty good wideouts with some of their younger guys are really coming up big as well, like Nair Jackson and everything. And I think what's so huge for them this time around is that Amir is back because he's gonna draw, a lot of attention. There's gonna have to be a lot of respect. going towards him, where Murray's just going to have space and he's going to be able to make plays. And Tottenville, I also think will try to avoid kicking it to him, and Ehol might get better field position. And I also love what Kendu Brown's been doing. I think he's ready, and he's been on this stage before, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm taking Ehol, and yeah, I think this championship game could be similar to the regular season, where it's one to remember for sure. Also, Ehol's size up front, man, is their size and physicality up front is going to be very, very tough to handle for any team in the PSAL.
Yo, my man, see, listen, that's the whole thing. Let's see who can figure out who I'm actually a fan of. You know, I've been accused of Eagle, South Shore, Tottenville. Like, who's gonna figure it out? Surprise! I really like A-Tech. Anyway, you know, I think one thing that we're saying that, you know, of course, Amir Morrow wasn't in that game. But another player that wasn't in the game for Tottenville was Eli Jones. You know, Eli Jones wasn't in that game, and from what I've seen, I think he's playing football at such a high level. But you know, my MVP for this game, you know, I'm gonna go with Tyshawn Bent. I'm gonna go with Tyshawn Bent. I think he'll have a big day. He's been the player that's just, you know, I'd say he's carried Tottenville for 3 years. And in this 4th year now, just like he said, if you guys were able to listen to the interview yesterday, this is Justin McGuire's offense, you know? So after carrying it for 3 years, he's finally been able to pass it on to one of his brothers and Justin McGuire. I think that, you know, Ty will get in the end zone a couple of times, and I think he'll be effective in this ball game. So those are all of our brackets.
Oh man,
I'll probably post it on social media, you know, engagement and all that. You know, I took the time to put this together. Someone probably could beat me to it because y'all love clipping my stuff up and putting it on social media before I can. Anyway, you do the same to E. Stop clipping up E stuff, man.
What?
Yeah, I see E stuff everywhere, man.
All right, guys, listen, 3A, don't hate on me. I ain't making graphic for y'all. Can't lie. I was really busy today, so this is gonna look ghetto, but it's a podcast, guys. So kill me. I'm just gonna use the names for the 3A. Oh, let me see what this polls look like. Oh, the polls 52% E-hole right now.
Damn.
Wow.
Interesting. Yeah, Zaire, no, we're not going to cover that game. Congratulations to E-Hall for, you know, winning over your rivals. But that game did not have, well, it could have had major playoff implications, but you know, we want to give time to the 3. Obviously, you can see how long we stayed on the Curtis Tottenville game. We obviously took a good amount of time on this game on the bracket here. So yeah, this is what we're doing here. Live editing, guys. This is a podcast. Let's see. APR. I'm doing this off the top of my head too. Who was it? James Madison?
Madison's the 2. And
McKee is the 3, right?
Yeah, McKee's the 3. They got the 3 over New Utrecht.
Is Utrecht the 4? Utrecht is the 4, right?
Yeah, Utrecht's the 4. They got they're playing Truman.
You said they're playing Truman?
Yeah.
That means the 6 is AP the Sheep's Head, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I did something wrong here. I'll fix it. I spelled that wrong. All right, you guys are FJM. And the 7 is
John
The
Jay.
7 is John Jay. Yes,
Yeah.
John Jay. And the 8 is Stuyvesant.
Yeah, Sty's the 8.
Putting the peg legs. I have to
Peg
move.
legs.
I have to move you guys, right? This is how it is. Because this is the 4-5 matchup, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Does it look ghetto? Yes, it does. Do I care? No. Dre. E. All right, 3A. You know what? Another reason why I don't care about making a graphic, because you 3A guys are in the chat, not listening, just talking to each other. Y'all don't get a nice graphic. All right. I just want to take a look at the chat real quick. Appreciate all the participation today. We are going to go about this as if they are receding. I saw Jarrell in the chat saying that there could be a change, but we're just going to go with, assuming that they're going to recede. All right, let's get into it. Jared, APR versus Stuyvesant.
Man, big shout out to Stuyvesant. I know they just lost last game, but really incredible season. They have a lot of kids coming back, a lot of talent, good coaches. With that being said, APR is going to roll and move on. So,
E.
Like Jared mentioned, I feel like good step in direction for the peg legs. Good step in the right direction, I should say, for the peg legs. Got a sophomore quarterback. Also have a few other key returners, but APR is gonna win this one easily.
Listen, the Halloween was really the night to earn a pick here. You guys fell short in that game. APR is a team that's very, 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 very focused. So give me APR. I will go next. I'll do FJM and McKee. I did watch McKee play, and I know McKee actually they just lost this weekend, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, they did.
They lost.
McKee lose to?
McKee lost to. Oh, they lost to Truman. This is FJM, man. This is FJM in this matchup. They just have way too much talent. I'm just gonna put them here from now because let's see where the rest of the bracket goes. Way too much talent. I don't think McKee has the physicality up front. Let's go FJM. Hey, what up, Joey? Hold on, let me just hold on, Joe. Let me just scroll up a little bit. Let me just make sure y'all understand. You inside the blade properly. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, 22. Yo, 22. Be easy on me, man. Be easy on me, man.
He might get clipped up.
Yo, man. You know what's so funny about this? I know that Jaleel probably watching, but you'll probably chilling, doing homework. Somebody hit in the group chat like, "Yo, these crazy dudes on a podcast got us the Eagle."
Let me go watch this. Hold on.
Nah, hold on. Let me bring up this podcast. Yo, because he says y'all got us losing the Eagle. That is hilarious. FJM versus McKee.
Yeah, so I say McKee played twice this year. One of them was when APR they won that game easily against McKee. I see FJM doing the same. The Sharks advance for sure. way too much in the Shark Tank for McKee to handle.
Jared?
I think this one's actually a little bit more interesting, just like than like everyone kind of thinks. Everyone has Sheepshead automatically advancing. Like, I don't know, man. I think Sinkay Thomas is a really good player. I think McKee's got some good pieces. And they are at home. I don't think they're going down without a fight, but love what the Sharks are bringing, man. They really seem like a complete team, a lot of great seniors, and yeah, I just don't see Sheepshead Bay's offense getting stopped in this game. So I'm gonna take FJM.
FJM is the 6th seed. I need to remember that.
Yeah.
Jarrett, I'm gonna give you Madison John Jay.
Oh man. This one's interesting because I like both teams a lot, actually. Like Madison, I've been very high on, some of those young players like the sophomores, like Gavin Pelzer, their quarterback, Ray. Travis Leahy's been really good. I really like Madison, and I also really like John Jay, man. Ephraim Thompson, Drayshawn Peak. Even though John Jay doesn't fill out their stats all the time, I still really like a lot of their players and their talent. This is a very intriguing 2-7 game. I like Madison a lot, but I love Cinderella stories. John Jay is gonna win this game, man. I think John Jay is peaking at the right time. No pun intended. They're peaking at the right time, and Drayshawn Peak is going to lead them to a stunner over Madison.
E.
Yeah, I feel like in terms of the 3A matchups where it was 2 games that I seen and I thought, damn, these might be competitive games. So this was definitely one of them. I got man, Madison started off hot and then they kind of just started, I wouldn't say declining, but Madison got a hot start to their season and then they kind of been going through their struggles, taking some losses. And like what Jared said, I feel like John Jay is kind of peaking at the right time. Very big, close W uh, against the Peg Legs this past weekend, beating them in a nail biter, 28-26. I got the John Jay Jaguars keeping that momentum going. Yeah, I got Madison winning a close game, very similar to their game this past weekend. This is gonna be this just might be the most competitive playoff. Oh, no, 3A playoff game this weekend, I think.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. I'm actually gonna take James Madison. I'm taking James Madison at home. I like the athletes that they have. Pretty sure Taz. Somebody let me know. I will change my pick right now. Taz is not playing. I will change my pick right now.
No, Taz is back. He played against APR. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with James Madison. I like their playmakers. They're at home. I think their fans are going to be behind them. So that would actually send FJM in my brackets over to this side.
Interesting. And the semis.
That would send them over here. I guess I'll go first with Truman and Utrecht. I actually have Truman in this game. I think Truman. I really like number 33. He was great last year. And I think he's going to be great again. I know they're going to be on the road, but I kind of feel like I like how they're coached. I've seen some videos from them. So give me Truman.
Yo, he had 5 touchdowns last game.
Dude, he had a crazy game against McKee. He went for like over 200 yards. I was like, man.
I seen his numbers. I'm like, wow. Change your number though, please, bro. I don't know. That number 33 is just killing me.
Hold on a second. Let me repeat. Let me put this on here. Let me put all these on here. I bet. Stay on that side. Yikes. Oh my heart's hurt. We like all of you guys. That's why we commit 10 hours of our adult lives a week towards making sure your auntie in Florida can watch the games and can read about the games and can see the games on YouTube. We like all of you. If we are wrong, you are allowed to use us as memes because we are grown adults. But just know, if you see us in person and you want to run down on us, just know I'm going to look at you and I'm going to laugh at you, because I do not take any pride on picking this person over that person. It is not personal. This is only for entertainment. If I am wrong, I don't win anything. If I'm right, I do not win anything. So
we gotta just have the disclaimer ready.
I got it, man. Yeah.
Just have it ready.
Ismail Alcindor, I do like you a lot as a player. I feel bad. Yeah, I do feel bad because I do like Ismail.
Yeah.
But I really like this Truman team though. I've liked them since last season. Jared.
Oh, all right.
Wait a minute. You got to do Truman Utrecht.
Ooh, man. Because this one's tough, right? Because you look at it. I mean, Siobhan Richardson's like bad. Like he's found his rhythm at the right time. He went crazy against McKee. He had an amazing first round of the playoffs last year. He's a great player. New Utrecht, though, I really like New U's defense. Like I think they held APR to like 24. I think they got some pretty good, DBs. If they're able to, make Truman have to convert like 3rd and longs and stuff like that. I like what New Utrecht can bring to the table, but they're just going against a Truman team that has, it feels like, they're hot. They did what they did last year in this exact position, but now they face Ismail Alcindor, and New Utrecht is gonna win. And they're moving on because I don't see Truman doing it again. And yeah, man, I think Ishmael and this Utrecht team and Coach Wendell, they got something to prove. So give me New U over Truman.
The switch up.
And I hate betting against Siobhan Richardson because he might. Yeah, it's tough, but.
Here we go. Yeah, Jared knows ball. He picked my
now I'm the man. Yeah,
he picked my team. He knows ball. And here they go. Here they go.
He picked my team. That's all that matters. So I actually feel like New Utrecht is definitely, I would say they were underrated this year. I actually like New Utrecht's trenches. I've seen them play in person this year. Defensively, I like New Utrecht defensively. I like
leading the witness. Cut it out.
I like New Utrecht secondary. I definitely think Alcindor is gonna have a day. Ishmael Alcindor is gonna have a day. I got him going for at least 2 tuds. I know the first time these two teams seen each other, it was a 12-6 Truman win. So that's obviously a good game. But I got the Utes pulling this one off and advancing.
Ooh.
Because it's gonna be a big game by Alcindor. So he's gonna put his team on his back and they're gonna advance.
Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna add something. I feel like they obviously know they gotta stop Mr. Richardson, and yeah, y'all gotta check the comments. The youth defense knows that who they gotta stop. That's number 33, and I see them doing enough to like I said, secure that win, that big playoff win for the youths.
Yo, Live, you still in the chat? You see a theme going on? Why E and Jared got the same brackets, bro? What they trying to do to me, bro? What's going on here, bro? Yo, what's going on, man? What's going on? Why they got the same brackets, man? They trying to make a fool of me?
on purpose.
Trying to take me for a Poppy show? What's going on here, bro?
Oh, man.
What's happening? Trying to make a fool of me on my own show? Say I don't know ball. That's what y'all doing.
Now, Mr. Jeremiah, the couple times I've seen y'all play, offensively, I've seen a couple weapons. It was definitely Ishmael, and it was, I think, a receiver, number 1, who was making a couple of plays. But yeah, those are the playmakers I've seen. No, I'm not sleeping on a receiving core.
Number 3 is still. Oh, is number 3 still? Well, let me see if he's the same number 3 from last year, because I do like him a lot as a player. I'll notice him if I see his name. No, it's not the same one. That's a little weird, but yes, I do like their receiving core. I think he is on the team. Sorry, go ahead, E.
No, yeah, I was just talking about the receiver. He wears number 1, I believe.
Yes, I like Max Szymanski. Thank you. That's the player I was looking for. Yes, okay, I'm not bugging. Thank you. Yeah, I like him a lot as a player. All right. E, did I cut you off? Do you want to say something?
No, you good.
Okay. All right. So I have a feeling we're going to see a trend here. So I'm going to wait on this pick. So I'm going to go right to E.
Yes.
And let's go APR John Jay.
It was a good run, John Jay. Picking up a big playoff win.
Weight room on Monday.
Yeah. we got a off-season meeting to discuss our goals and what we're trying to accomplish for next season. But we're gonna celebrate our successes that we had this season. Yeah, but I got APR cruise control. Not to say it, that way, but yeah, it's gonna be APR on to the championship.
Oh, that was Jared's bracket. I just realized that. Let me not put words in Jared's mouth. Jared, do I need to update your graphic?
In this game, just leave it. Yeah, it's gonna be classroom 204 Monday
yeah, exactly, Jared. Yeah.
Every athlete knows that message.
Yeah.
204, handed the equipment, handed your
locker room clean out. It's gonna be a whole lot of that, man.
Oh my gosh. So let's go right to the other side, Jared. FJM Utrecht.
Yeah, so yes, it's just tough because New Utrecht, I have them coming off of such like an emotional win over Truman. But yeah, it's gonna be FJM. I think they're destined to get to the final, and I think they take down New U pretty convincingly. And I think Sheepshead rolls.
So you guys have Sheepshead and APR meeting in the championship.
I hope so, man, just for the city's sake.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But Madison's the favorite in that quarterfinal game, so it's tough.
Yeah, so for me, obviously my bracket looks a bit different. Truman, James Madison. Again, I really like this Truman team. I feel like this team was the next up. So I'm going to have Truman in my championship.
Whoa. Man.
So now we all get to pick the big one. It's my semifinal because I did not have John Jay upsetting James Madison. APR versus Sheepshead Bay. It's my semifinal. It's y'all 3A championship.
I was gonna say, are you sure you want to go first here? We made you go first last
time. I'll go first.
I'll
go first. Let me see the chat. they still stuck on Truman in the
chat. I mean, listen, if Truman gets Madison in the quarterfinals, the semifinals, there's no reason why they can't play in the championship game. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is a Move the Chains in the chat? Can I get a check-in from a Move the Chains account on YouTube in the chat? Right, go get Mac for me, man. Go get Mac to come check in, man. Go get Mac to come check in. It's the big one. Do a poll. Yes, that's a very good call, actually. I want to see Mac in the chat. Ah, he's right. My boy. My boy.
He's here. Ooh.
Yeah. Let me do. Oh, I gotta end the other poll. Oh my God, the poll ended 50-50. Hall Tottenville. But that can't be right because there's 103 votes, so that's kind of weird. But yo, that's mad crazy. It ended 50-50. Wow. That is crazy.
You got
in the 3A shit. Mac literally spawned. That was crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Battle of the 3 letters. FJM, APR. All right, let's get into it, y'all. All right. I've seen both of these teams play. What surprised me when I saw APR play against McKee was their skills in the secondary. Zaire Jones, and of course, everyone knows Isaac Suazo. I thought they were excellent in the secondary. So that's something where I'm like, whoa, I didn't know you guys had that much athleticism in the secondary. Also, I think Manny has been so excellent throwing the ball all season long. And then when I went to go see the Sharks play, of course, it's Coop who he's just out of this world, to be honest with you. Coop is seriously out of this world as a player. The Coop has been playing, right? He's over at the concussion protocol, right? I'm pretty sure I saw how he's been playing, right? Okay.
He's back here.
Coop has just been so good, but then you just have so many other athletes. Number 5, sorry, I can't remember your name off the top of my head. Number 5.
Anthony Milan.
I really like him as a player and as a wide receiver. And of course, you have one of my favorite players in the entire PSAL, and Amari Britt. I think Amari Britt is such a game changer on the defense and the offense. When it comes to this matchup, there is a key thing that sways the matchup in one way to me. And that is the A. Philip Randolph defensive line. I do think that the APR defensive line is extremely tough. I think Ahmed Toure on defense is really, really tough on defense. So that is actually what's going to sway this matchup to APR. I think this team is focused. I think that, falling short last year really hurt them. So I do have them advancing to my championship game. And then, yes, no disrespect to Truman, I think these two teams were the two teams that were on the cusp, two teams who fell short in last year's semifinal. I think they're going to meet again. And I have APR coming away as champions.
Interesting.
Wow, man. Yeah.
Do I know Ball now? Do I know Ball?
Randolph. That's interesting.
Who wants to go next, man?
I'll go next.
Okay, all right, let's go.
I go next because these two teams, they match up very well.
Can I interrupt you, please?
Yes.
Not this one. This is freaking hilarious.
Damn, you no longer good at the Shark Tank, Dre. It's over. Yeah, I feel like.
Sorry. Also, in my scenario, APR is playing at home. By the way, I just want to say that as well because it's a semifinal, so that came into a factor as well. My bad.
That is
I'm gonna shut up
for sure.
Go ahead.
I feel like both of these teams match up very well. And this is going to be a very anticipated game. A game that I couldn't wait to see because I'm paying attention to both these teams week in, week out. I know the pieces they have. Now, I do agree with your comment, Dre. I know APR definitely has, not definitely, but the better O-line. Jair Edwards up front and big number 54, Rock. These are two players who would have easily been very productive on almost every 4A team in the city. The difference to me between these two teams is quarterback play. No shade to Manny, but like I've been saying, I feel like in the semis and even in the when football gets really real, which is that time now, Manny's gonna have to make some big throws, which is what I've been saying. And I know he can run the ball very well. He's very good with his legs, but I feel like the Sharks have that advantage when it comes to the quarterback play with Mikey and Jaden. I feel like Coop is gonna take over in the playoffs for the Shark Tank. I got the Sharks, and then that Sharks defense is just too stingy. That Sharks defense is just too stingy. It's gonna be tough for Mr. Ahmed Torrey to get loose. Zaire Jones is gonna be tough for you to get active against that Shark defense. A very competitive game. Let me say that. I see it being a very competitive game, but I got the Shark Tank winning. Yeah, Shark Tanks will be crowned.
Got the
Let me get the
logo.
logo in there. Let me
The
get the
Sharks
logo
will
in
be
there for this one
the
at
Sharks
least.
will be crowned champs, in my opinion.
Okay.
And a very good game, like I keep saying, right? So don't attack TYJ. Like Dre said plenty of times in his message already. We support all of you guys. It's no hard feelings, but this is definitely the year of the Sharks. Nah, Swazo, I like I said, I like how you guys match up for sure. But I still have to see more from your secondary for sure. I know what you could do, but collectively, your secondary, I'm not sure if they're battle tested.
The check cleared for the logos. All right, guys.
Like
Jared,
this might really be a game where nobody scores more than 20 points.
Yo, I was kind of gonna get into that actually. Because going into it, I'm looking at both these teams. APR's defense has been locked down this season.
No, Manny, it's not because of Madison.
They've been locked down. Listen, man, this defensive line for APR has been really good. But then you look at Sheepshead Bay. You see what Jacob Reed and Amari Britt have been doing this season. It's been sensational. And I think in this game, Sheepshead Bay has the best player on the field. I think they have Coop. He's gonna break one or two big ones, and he's a phenomenal player. But for Randolph, it's gonna be cool. They're gonna have to run the ball. I think Ahmed Torrey is incredible. I think he's gonna have a big game. Man, I think this is gonna be so close. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think there's a lot of big pass plays on either side because I think APR secondary is legit, and I think their D line is really good. And just like I mentioned before, both of these stories would be incredible. The Coop and Mac reuniting and all these Sheepshead Bay kids, and then Randolph building. but I'm going APR.
Oh, I had it preloaded.
Ooh,
I had
Jared,
it preloaded.
the way Jared is setting these up, it's like, whoa. I like
Mac.
it.
Oh, yeah. Mac, I'm sorry. I love you, but I'm leaning Randolph.
Man, so we got 2 for APR, 1 for FJM. Man, like honestly, I really hope that, obviously in my bracket, I did not have James Madison getting upset. So that's why this is a semifinal. This game does not deserve to be a semifinal. I
No.
really hope that it's not a
Yeah.
semifinal. These are clearly the 2 best teams in the 3A.
No, it's true, man. I mean, and also like, yeah, dude, I think Mikey, Jaden, Manny, all out big playoffs, and no, it's crazy, man. I think it could go either way. But let's see if John Jay can upset Madison. So we might get this present a little bit too early, man. And I think that home field advantage does play a factor. Damn, it's interesting.
All right. Let's see if anyone. Let's see if anybody catches on to what's happening right here. For the first person to catch on to what's happening might win something. All right. The hint is that we're doing the 2A.
Oh my god. Nah.
I listen.
Oh,
It's getting late, and let's not fool ourselves, right? I respect everybody's time way too much. All right. So someone let me know if you think there could be an upset on the other side of the bracket, because it would change the bracket. Why is this
no, there could be, man.
So we will run through the games just in case. Channel. What else we have here? Oh, boys and girls. Oh, I didn't even realize boys and girls got the 2. I can't even lie. Girls. And then that's transit, right? Yes, that is transit. All right. So let's kick. If you guys haven't caught on to the joke yet, it's because Eagle 3 is here in the chat.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Jared, please.
No, I'm just saying, like, you definitely can like switch up. Like, I don't know, man. Transit's a 7. That's a really good 7 seed. So that could throw off the bracket a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, Jamie, I saw you asked this question before. Yes, McGuire did get hurt. I don't know how serious it is. I probably should have messaged Coach Neville. No one has a status on it. I don't even know what happened. Did he sprain his ankle? We're not sure. So, sorry, we don't have an injury update for you. So, guys, am I out of line for putting the bracket like this, or what do you guys think?
No, we know what's going on. Yeah.
Okay. Jared.
Well, the reseed, like, you're gonna have to reseed though.
Yes. Okay. So let's start with the game that actually is not on the bracket. So it's Bryant versus FDR. Any thoughts on that game?
Bryant versus FDR. I got Bryant.
Jared?
Yeah, I think this one could be really good. FDR's got talent, but no, I'm going Bryant. Yeah, I think their quarterback
I was
Marty,
about to say
who
Marty. What's his
also
name?
is like a
Kabesi or something like that? Marty.
yeah, Kobesi. Yeah, he had an interception, then ran over a kid for a
Throwing it all,
touchdown.
yeah.
He throws it, he runs it. Kid's a great athlete. Yeah, I don't see them going home in the first round. Not after the season they've had. Should they be seeded a little bit higher? Could definitely make that argument. But guess what? Control what you can control because we're in the playoffs now. So, yeah, I'll take Bryant. I think they move
I'll
on.
also take Bryant. You know, like how FDR ended up finishing the season on a strong note, but I will take Bryant as well. I'm very excited to see their quarterback that has really been holding it down for them, right?
Yep. Marty, yep. A little bit of
Yeah,
everything.
he's
Really excited. And I will say that could, you know, a good quarterback can always turn a final matchup on its head. So that is something to.
He didn't play against Eagle the first time. I mean, I'll save that point.
That is something to watch for. Springfield Beach Channel. I'm going Springfield.
Yeah, I got Springfield too. Yeah.
Yeah, Springfield have a move on. Coach Yarbrough and the guys.
I'm crazy right now. Oh, I guess I can just copy it and paste this right. All right. An interesting one. Boys and girls transit.
Got boys and girls pulling this one off.
Guys in the chat, please relax.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like a timeout or anything like that.
Do you guys not have the power to time people out? Can you guys type in the chat so I can make you guys mods, please? Like I thought you guys were mods this whole time. Just type in like mod or something like that, and then I'll E, go ahead. Boys and girls transit.
Oh, I got boys and girls. Yeah, I got boys and girls. I feel like they've been heating up. You know that they're starting to. I have to say this. Boys and girls have been playing better football than I've expected. Majority of the season. So yeah, I definitely got boys and girls advancing.
This is Springfield. Yeah, this is their second year into 2A. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jared.
If you don't mind, Dre, I'll go with this one real quick. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to disagree here. I think Transit wins this game.
Okay.
They're not a typical 7 seed. Coach Warren's done a great job. They have a lot of really good players. Yeah, I'm gonna go Transit here. Also, wait, is Campus Magnet the 8 seed?
Yes.
Man, they've had a good season. Shout out to them, man. Like
Campus
actually,
Magnet.
look at their schedule.
Boy, Jesse,
they had some pretty good wins. They had some pretty good wins. You know, shout out. You know, I know Coach Darnell over there. Good team on the rise, but you know, playing Eagle 3 in the first round, so it's tough.
This matchup, did we see this matchup?
Yo, I love Pierre, bro.
Shout out to my guy. Did we see this matchup in the regular season? Boys and girls
they have been, Martin.
Oh, we didn't see this matchup. I'm gonna take boys and girls. I think they are very well coached, and I think this has been a tremendous year for Transit. Especially coming up from the 1A, making the playoffs and everything like that. I think they're 1 year ahead. They have a lot of young players on the team, especially the quarterback. So really, really, really excited to see what they're gonna become. But I think it's 1 year too early. Sometimes, DJ, I think you promised that you're going to become a member in the chat. I forget which game you said you were. So really appreciate you, man, becoming a member. E, you didn't pick this game yet. Oh no, you did. You picked boys and girls, right?
Yep.
All right. Springfield boys and girls, E.
Thanks. Yeah, I haven't seen any film really on but I feel like you said, boys and girls very well coached. I feel like that plays a role, very important role, I should say. Um, Springfield is usually a solid 2A team most of the time too. This might be a very good game. Uh, I got the Kangaroos advancing to the championship though. Yeah, I got the Kangaroos advancing to the championship.
Who is high?
Experience matters, man.
The
Being
chip.
there before
Yeah.
matters.
I also have them. I think they're just very, very well coached. I think it was a good idea for them to go down to the 2A to kind of build up again. And I think they're going to find themselves in the championship game. Jared? Springfield versus WC Bryan is actually your matchup, Jared.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty excited about it, honestly. I just listen with this season and with what Bryant, in my opinion, has been doing.
Oh yeah, they did, Marvin. My bad, Jared.
I just thought I think they can,
Score that game.
really make a lot of noise. Springfield's a really good team. I don't think they played each other in the regular season. I don't, and I'm looking at it, and they haven't. Bryant's defense has been pretty good as well. I don't know, man. I'm a believer in William C. Bryant. I just think they're going to beat Springfield, even though I know Springfield Gardens, Josiah Lawler, a lot of great players. Shout out Coach Charles, but I'm going to lean Bryant. I think that game ends up being really, really close if it happens. I'm talking Bryant could win on a game winner or something like that.
Okay, so I'm actually going to stick with you, Jared, because Transit versus Eagle 3. Huge upset here.
I love Coach Warren. Jaden White goes for 200 yards. Kassir Wright goes for 75 yards and 2 touchdowns. Eagle 3.
That's actually a rematch of the Sage Standout Game of the Week, actually.
It is, man. It is. And Transit, they played tough, man, but I'm going Eagle 3. I also think Jalen Cobb has a day.
Yeah.
Same with Eric.
Cobb.
I went first the other times. I guess I should go first. Okay, right. Boys and girls versus Eagle 3. Listen, man, Coach Harden and everybody over there, it's Eagle 3. I don't need to go on too much, drum up the drama. Excuse me. But the thing about this Eagle 3 team that I really, really like is, of course, the coaching. They've been there, done that before. Jaden White, you might end up being on some list, man. And Jalen Cobb, that's one of my favorite players again in this league. I feel like he's a big difference maker on the offensive and defensive line. Let me see if I can go y'all boys the graphic. I got to at least give y'all boys a graphic on the championship, right?
They got another kid. Hold on.
Excuse me, guys.
For Eagle on defense, what's his name? Olu Wallo.
Yeah, man. Pierre, what's his nickname? Pierre told me his shortened name to call him.
What number is he again?
He has the longest first name ever. Great player though.
I'm assuming he plays linebacker or
I know you guys are
somewhere on the D line. Somewhere on the D line.
Toby.
Every week, this kid has TFL sacks. Yeah. Toby. Yeah, that kid can play.
For sure.
Boys and girls versus Springfield. Oh no, we did that already. We in
the Eagle versus boys and girls.
Yeah. Coach Harden, like you said, you coach these boys up. Boys and girls, I feel like they're always a program that's in the thick of things when it comes to the 2A. But Eagle 3, they just have too much. And I think they win this championship game in dominant fashion. It might be a championship game that's belt. But then I want Pierre and company to start filling out those applications for we need some 3A ball after this championship, But yeah, I think Eagle wins the chip convincingly.
And I just want to say, I actually think the game will be close. I don't think I know Eagles blown out a couple of people, but let me see Eagles who they've played this year. I feel like Eagle hasn't. I know they had a couple of big results. Yeah, I mean they did have a lot of big results, honestly. But the transit game was close for a while until they pulled away with it, and I think this will be a similar game. So I do think my version of Eagle 3 versus boys and girls will be close. Jared?
Yeah, no, this is so I got Bryant getting in the final.
Yeah, that's kind of exciting here. Yeah,
they played them in a regular
season. Yeah, so regular season game, I was really looking forward to it. QB didn't play. Eagle kind of crushed them. And listen, I think it could be a big difference maker. Like that Bryant is, having a lot of momentum. I assume they might be at full strength going into this game. Obviously, it's a few games away. Yeah, Marvin, they were out. Yeah, so exactly, they were missing people. But listen, I think the PSAL really needs to watch this game because it doesn't matter about enrollment. Eagle 3 is the real deal. I think it's not really close, and I think they send a message. Yeah, I'm gonna go Eagle 3 here, and I think they win another championship.
The graphics are getting a bit uglier, guys. It's getting a bit later, but we all have Eagle 3 as the champions. Huge shout out to Campus Magnet. And huge shout out on our brackets to WC Bryant. I do think that semifinal will be very, very, very nice. Hot quarterback playing against, the favorites, a kind of a David and Goliath kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So not trying to disrespect y'all. Just kind of trying to stay on theme with the jokes we've been having with Eagle Queens all year long.
Yeah,
it's all Eagle 3 should be the 3A.
Yeah.
So, if y'all lose, though, no.
I'll say it. Listen,
if
whoever
y'all lose,
Pierre,
you better be here on Monday. Don't duck no smoke. You better be here on Monday if y'all lose.
Yeah.
If someone out in the 2A wins the championship outside of Eagle 3, that's gonna go down as like one of the biggest upsets and something to remember. For sure.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hilarious stuff. Listen, I'm not even gonna try to make a bracket for this last one. We don't have to go through everything.
Champs. Salute Patrides, man.
Yo, they're not the 1 seed.
No, they're not. Not even undefeated, man.
But so did Patrides, though. Did I miss something?
They probably had a stronger SOS, maybe strength of schedule.
Did I miss something?
Yeah, Mount Haven had a stronger schedule.
Yo, I have no idea about Mount Haven. I gotta look into Mount Haven. I just want to see some highlights or something. I gotta look around.
Listen, y'all. We have a lot of games to attend to. We try our hardest to keep up with what's going on in the 1A. I will go first. We're not going to pick all of these games. Listen, I think Patrides is going to roll. Honestly, I definitely think Patrides is going to be the champions. Shout out to LIC for sure. Shout out to Grady, of course, being the defending 1A champions. From what I've seen, the highlights I've seen, there is no one close to Patrides. I'll take them and Mount Haven in the chip, and I think we're going to see Patrides winning.
You said it for the three of us, Jerry. I mean, you nailed it.
Jared, right? Anything else to add here?
I think Grady might make it interesting in the semis, but yeah, Patrides is gonna roll.
I agree. I really agree. Patrides was a team that was in the 2A playoffs last year. They came down. We all think that they're gonna roll, man. My screen's frozen, but can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So I don't even know how I'm going to be able to end this podcast with my screen frozen. But listen, guys, this is actually pretty hilarious. Am I frozen?
Yeah, the audio. Yeah, you still stuck.
All right. So can one of you guys just close it out for me?
Jared.
Yeah, sure, man. All right, guys. I mean, first off, amazing show. Oh wow, it's just us. That's crazy. Yeah, amazing show. You know, best of luck to all the student athletes, all you guys out there in the playoffs. You know, enjoy it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All these picks, obviously, you know, for fun and entertainment. And yeah, we're really excited to see what you guys got.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, like we mentioned earlier, playoff football, best time of the year. You know, seniors take no play for granted. We didn't touch on that. Everyone isn't blessed and privileged enough to play college ball, so seniors don't take anything for granted. And yeah, good luck to everyone, man. Playoff season.
I'm back. You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, all this is for fun, of course. Like, you know, it's the podcast has really been. I should have shouted out you guys at the beginning. You know, of course we have more episodes of the podcast left, but you know, it is really funny. Like, you know, I really appreciate you 3A guys like coming into the podcast and talking all crazy in the chat, and you guys are always super involved, and even all the 4A guys and Lyle, Pierre, Rel, you know, Nappy, who's always in the chat. And if I missed you, like, my bad. But, you know, I really appreciate you guys always tapping in with us. You guys really make the show what it is. Just like everyone said, man, you know, these will be some of the greatest days. Jarrell, yes, shout out to my boy Rel. This is what you play sports for, you know. This is why you play sports to play in these kind of playoff games, and these are going to be memories that you're going to have for the rest of your lives, man. And yes, the pressure is going to be on you. Some of your careers are going to be on the line, but just enjoy it.
Yo, Loud's a fool. I'm trying to make sure I'm eligible for when it counts, Loud. That's all, man. I gotta be eligible down the stretch for when things get real. That's all, man.
He said he's in the playoff episodes, man. I'm trying to
there you go, Rel. You feel me? Rel know what's up. I'm eligible for the playoffs now, man. I had to take care of some things. Now I'm good to go, man. Yo, y'all funny, man. Oh, look, it's starting already, Dre. It's starting already.
My boy, please,
yeah.
if my pick on a Monday at 9:48 sways you to play better and for Utrecht to win, then tell Coach, I got Wendell number. Tell Coach Wendell to hit me and support Sage Media because I am the one so responsible for y'all winning.
I'm gonna text Coach Wendell that actually the players played better.
That's
because
about predictions, yeah, for real.
Oh, that's good, man.
Man, you guys, like we hit a little over 120 in the chat today. Just awesome numbers. Next week, I forget which episode was the biggest. I think after the semis was the biggest episode, Jared. I think where we did like 150, close to that.
Yeah, have something crazy like that.
Yeah. So, you know, these games are going to be awesome, man. And, you know, stay tuned for all the stuff we have planned for the playoffs, hopefully. I know we just really appreciate you guys, man. So no matter what happens, we'll be here next Monday to talk about it, man. You guys I'm sure you guys will have your screen recordings ready. And like I said in my disclaimer, go ahead. It's free game. If it helps y'all win, it's free game. Make that meme. See you guys next